The Madman!
Earth and fire, heed my call.
Ooh, strong first pick already. Though I am going to pick between Defender and Lightning Storm, but I thought that Lightning Storm would have a higher tier rating than Stonehill Defender myself. Well, I'm gonna go with Lightning Storm. I think it's better than Stonehill Defender. Pretty close. I also don't know about Argent Squire being on the top of the tier list. I think that Argent Squire is just not impactful enough. It doesn't do enough to actually be a card. Whereas Cobalt Monk can slay 3 Argent Squires. Something like that. Probably personal preference. Ooh, good old Flamental. Ooh, another Lightning Storm versus Firefly. Crushing Hand is that good, huh? Normally I would pick Lightning Storm. In any case, we don't want too many cards with Overload. However, we already have a Lightning Storm in our deck. I think we still pick second Lightning Storm. I think Lightning Storm is very good, so I'm just going to pick it, even though it's a 4th pick. Normally I would pick Fungal Mancer, however I suggest you pick Bright-Eyed Scout in this situation. Interesting theory? Why would we pick Bright-Eyed Scout instead here? Just because of the Fire Elemental synergy? Because the curve is high? But I think in Shaman you want to pick Fungal Mancer, it's just so good at the hero pair. Let's see, tier list Green Jelly. Normally I would pick Blazing Invocation, however I suggest you pick Witchwood Piper in this situation. I mean, the tier score is really close. I think normally I would pick Witchwood Piper. I think it is underrated in Arena. It's like, it's a card, which draws a card. It's like Gnomish Inventor, which I value pretty highly. Volcano got a hit on the tier because I have 2 Lightning Storm. Hex. Normally this would be a toss-up between Sunborn Valkyrie and Burlock, but since we could use a teardrop, I suggest you pick Burlock. I don't really consider Burlock a teardrop though. I'm gonna go Sunborn Valkyrie. I think I personally just don't think much of Burlock. Lone Champion should be really good in this deck. I don't have any teardrops. Maybe I should go with Amalgam, since so often I will just make a totem. And that'll sometimes kill the totem, but that doesn't happen in Arena all the time. I'll pick a Amalgam actually. This is not very good in Shaman class. Grand Archivist has Hex. That might not be good. Good old mind control tech. Yep. Priestess versus those. Yeah, Priestess. Could use that 3-drop. Need more minions. Ooh, Grim Necro versus Feral. Grim Necro has the same stats as Feral Spirit, and it costs 1 fewer mana. Kind of. Nesting Rock. I have 3 5-drops so far. 3rd Lightning Storm. That starts to get a little bit weaker. I think the Dark Iron Dwarf is just really good in classes that can make stuff. Use. Bomb Lover got a major bonus because I have so few 2-drops. But Tar Creeper is still really good. I also have 3 3-drops right now. Yeah, Tar Creeper is just really good. I think the Pyromancer is really good. But, need big card. Oh, hello big card. I want them all, says Elise. Although we don't want too many board clears. I still suggest you pick Deathwing. Lich King is just always good. Deathwing is situationally good. Do I have the type of deck that Deathwing is good in? Elise is recommending to me that we don't want too many board clears, and my deck already has 3 board clears. It has 2 Lightning Storm and Mind Control tech, which means Deathwing is less good than it usually is. So I should go with the Lich King. The 3 mana 3/4 is really good. On 3 I have 1, 2, 3, not really counting that one, sometimes that one. Yeah, Keening Banshee. Normally I would pick Feral Spirit, however we really don't want too many taunts. That is a big hit on the usual tier score of Feral Spirit. Wow. We have too many taunts. I don't think too many taunts is that bad, if it's bad at all. Now, I think it might be a problem that I don't have very many 2-drops, because Feral Spirit into Totem isn't that good. So maybe Banshee is actually better. Axe is a very good card in this deck. Whew. The big 3. Hex does not really have synergy with our deck. Really. I mean, Thanks, Arena. Yeah, big card. I think I could use that. 1, 2, 3. Another Forked Lightning, I think. Wow, third Hex? Or see a Basilisk, pick a Basilisk? Or Crushing Hand again? Hex. Although we have already picked 2 Hexes, I still suggest you pick Hex. Another Keening Banshee, I think. This is a tough one. Normally I would pick Keening Banshee, however Keening Banshee has a negative effect on our deck archetype. Vicious Scalehide could fit into our classic control deck. We need a 2-drop, we need a pig, and we already have a Keening Banshee. Despite all that, I still think Keening Banshee. And then finally, we can pick a 2-drop and Galactic Crawler. So wow, we are definitely a classic control shaman archetype here. What with 2 Fork Lightning, 2 Lightning Storm, 3 Hex. Yeah, I consider this an extremely strong deck. So I'm going to guess that this deck will go 12 wins. Do I keep a 3 in my opening hand? Sure, with this deck I should. Yeah, we're gonna have a pretty strong 3-drop into 4-drop. 3 mana, 3/4, 4 mana, 5/5. Both are above the curve. He's played a card that's pretty far above curve.
So many possibilities. Out of my jungle.
Ooh, base. That is probably a misplay.
You brought me back.
Which one do I want to hit? I hadn't considered that he would hit face. Probably this one, because then I stay at not killable range.
This was not in my contract. If I must.
Next turn I'll have 4 mana, which is fine. Or next turn I'll have 6 mana, which is unnecessary. Goodbye, Lich King. That's such a bad play. But hey, 5 mana, 5/6 is really good. Never lucky. And everyone's like, oh, rip, Lich King, but all you do is pretend that it was on the bottom of the deck. That's in fact exactly how it works. It's not even denial. It's just how the game actually works. Whenever you play a card, remove the top 3. Help me out here. Remove Young Priestess. Value.
Come dance to my song.
Oh, of course I was gonna draw the Young Priestess if I didn't remove it. I was like, ah, I drew it. Oh, but of course I was going to. There goes the AoE, but that's good. I have the board, so the AoE is bad. So thank you, Keening Banshee. Good job.
What we do.
2 choices here. Trade. Start the board with a Dark Iron Dwarf and a Totem and a Young Priestess. Or Hex that guy. Burn 6 cards. Nah.
If I must. You call that a weapon? Let's dance. Do you need a blessing? You're so sweet. Here there is no light.
You are so lucky. I was just unlucky. The Lich King and the Fire Elemental, they were on the bottom of the deck.
Yes. Oh, yes. They'll serve me now.
Our Creeper is gonna let his board build up, and then we mind control tech him. Ah. Oh my god. Right. I saw an interesting stat that mind control tech is in something like 20% of decks. I should probably play around that card more often. But no, I should not have played it. I would have kept everything the same.
I am one with the candle.
There was nothing I could do.
Mortal.
Something like that. It's just one of those things that happens, like a force of nature. My average steal is going to be so much better. Commit more? How does he punish Kobold Monk? It would have to be Twisting Nether, or Doom, or Deathwing, or something like that. Or Godfrey.
There is little time.
I am one with the candle.
There's some comments saying that it wouldn't accelerate lethal, but obviously you expect him to be able to deal with some of the board, like maybe that. In which case now I have 2-turn lethal instead of not. And I could draw lethal also. That all went into the planning. Wow. Is King Banshee good enough to keep as my 4-drop? I have Grim Necro, Dark Iron Dwarf, second King Banshee, Kobold Monk, and Witchwood Piper, which can also be 4s. I think we'll toss. Toss because I have enough 4s, and just trying to increase the chances of drawing the 3. Bane of Doom and the Pterodax eating thing. Eating Frenzy? Is that what it's called? So I should expect a deal 3 or a deal 2. Prevent both from trading into Tar Creeper. Card most likely to want to be buffed is this guy, so I should put him in the middle. So if I play Feral Spirit, I can play King Banshee the next turn. Seems solid. Good use of the manas. Bane of Doom, Witchwood. Bane of Doom is the one he got.
Rotten to my core.
Yeah, Lich King and double trade. Cards in hand, but okay. indicates he doesn't have actually a big removal. Had to trade in that Doom Guard. This should be good to go. I guess playing around AoE means playing this thing. Oh, and this thing. Yeah, that'll work. And it also plays around MCT, which I'm just gonna lump into the AoE category. Sure. This might go into fatigue.
Who dares summon me?
Dusk Bat and Protector.
Brothers, heed my call. There is little time.
I think saving Lightning Storm is best.
More training?
Drink with me, friend. Behold the might of Stormwind!
Oof, another one.
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
It sure has a lot of removal. Oh my god. Okay. It is gonna come down to fatigue.
Our vigil shall never end.
Oh, good thing I have a lightning storm.
Shall never end. Our vigil shall never end.
Elements guide me.
Slightly lucky. So I have 2 answers to 2 of the 6 cards left. All I have to do is deal with the other 4 cards and I win.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
That is a particularly hard one to deal with.
The dark path is my destiny.
Almost out of cards.
Wow.
Elements guide me. Me angry. Me also angry.
Oof. Okay. Keening Banshee question mark. Yes.
Elements guide.
Wow. He's taking 2. I definitely have to trade.
If I must.
Unfortunately. If I kill 3 whelps, he actually can't get through this based off that. He has that last card though. I'm just gonna go safe.
If I must.
There is little time.
They want the 1/1 totem.
What are you hiding?
Green Jelly defense! You could never get past the green jelly by itself anyways. Tempted to keep that. Nah.
Happy Midsummer. A festival for the elements.
I have a 2 coin 4/4 line. I could also just go 2 into 4. And the coin fire? That might be better.
Elements guide me.
Neck. Thought about hitting that thing to force the trade since I can hit it again.
Sense your struggle.
But I figure I have the fire elemental. This does mean I have to lose Kobold Monk to it. Or this one actually. Yeah, this one's better. Kobold Monk too valuable. And now I will hit it. Coin fire elemental. But he's likely to send the 2/3 into the 2/4 now. So I should hit this.
Guide me. Elements guide me.
Jelly. Well, mind control tech is good against jelly. First game drawing both King Banshees.
I am one with the candle.
Kobold Monk in this case, since 3 attack is what I need to get to the jelly.
This beast will not be tamed.
How long can this go on? How long can this
I am looking for spell damage totem. If I miss, then we'll just have to random the 3 health guys. Hopefully hit 2 of them. I could just Lightning Storm without first rolling the 1 and 3, because then I can play a 4-drop with it. I could also go Mind Control Took first and then Lightning Storm. Right now, a 50-50 chance of clearing the board with just Lightning Storm, and I can play King Banshee. That's probably best. Okay. Missed the 50-50, but I got the better side of the 50-50. I got the better side of the bad case. Actually, it's not clear whether or not keeping the ooze alive is actually good, because the mind control tech gets the chance. Wow, he traded into my 3-5 instead of my 5-5. I mean, if I'm gonna die on health here. So the card loss is not a thing at all.
If I must.
Although, I have to admit, I probably should not play the second Banshee. I will play both of these.
Mental dislocator.
Truth is my shield.
Who are you?
I'm standing by my idea that if I die, it's due to running out of health. So that means this card is better. Keep a 5-3 on the void. Should be right. We'll beat him up with this card he left.
If I must.
Wait, I should not trade here. I don't additionally lose to anything else. Play Lich King. Yep. Okay, if he has crushing walls, I made a serious misplay. This should have gone near the middle. Oh god. No crushing walls on time. Oh god. Didn't notice both my taunts are on the edges. That'd be a crushing loss.
Engaging TC-130. Mental dislocator.
I will hunt you down.
That's not cool, man. Obviously, I need a Death and Decay. If I rolled the spell damage to him, I'd be 1 off. The way I can win is he somehow doesn't hero power. Maybe this is so threatening he has to burn all of his mana to kill it. If I had done the Hex, then I would die to fatigue there. Oh, 1 in 4, you scum!
I don't need any of you.
So many lone champions out there.
Elements guide.
Now let's go into one-on-one Mortal Kombat against the lone champion. Don't mind me.
I don't need any of you. Elements guide me. Elements guide me.
Okay, I have nearly all the big stuff.
I sense your struggle.
I'm not a huge fan of this jelly play since Hellfire wipes out my board, but Fungalmancer will make it so that he trades in and then kills it, so Fungalmancer only makes it so that he has a 2-1. I mean, he saves a 2-1. It isn't that big a deal. Fire Elemental, it would just be a 6-5, meh.
I wonder.
This thing is so unimportant, I don't even think I should Fire Elemental it. I should Fire Elemental a 2-1. It's pretty good Hellfire, I'll say right now. Used one already. Doesn't mean he doesn't have another though. Spooky.
You face Jaraxxus, Eladar Lord of the Burning Legion.
You faced Jaraxxus. I see the Devil Sword is killing one Inferno. I've never seen these two work together before, that's pretty awesome. Ooh. Definitely Hex. Oh, he didn't have enough mana to Inferno. So I have that going for me. This deck is actually insane. Other than Vicious Scale Hide.
What are you hiding? Shiny, shiny, lovely loot.
So if I high roll 4 on both of those, then I actually have a chance at winning. Fork Lightning Mastodon. Could this possibly be a better line? Okay.
Bubblies and yummies!
Wow.
That's incredible. You win this.
The decks I ran into are really good. Like, really good. Like, the arena decks are better nowadays, but those decks were really good.